What's up, guys? Faruqi Bros here, back with another video. And today for you guys, we're going to be doing a ranking of all of our DCEU movies following the Suicide Squad. So, as you know, we gave our full review last weekend, and now we're going to get into where this film kind of sits now, a couple of days later, give our score, and then finally rank where this movie sits in the wider DCEU. So, let me just get this banner up. There you go. Okay, so let's get right into it. Who wants to go first? Jan, you want me to kick off with you? You want to give your list? First, you can give your score, what you thought about the movie, how it's sitting with you, and then give your list of where it sits in the DCEU.
Sure. So I gave the movie 3.5. I think, like we've mentioned before in our spoiler review, which you can check out, it's an above average film. It was purely in director's vision, so there weren't a lot of problems with it. So I think 3.5 is a fair score, and that's what I gave it. I guess I'll just jump into my rankings now. A lot of people have questions that, is this better than Suicide Squad 2016 or not, blah, blah. I think it is personally. So my rankings go, my top three have been the same since Justice League, obviously. I have BVS at number 1, Justice League at Zack Snyder Justice League at number 2, Man of Steel at number 3. Then I have Wonder Woman, the first one, at number 4, Aquaman at number 5. And then at number 6, I have James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. After that, I have Shazam at 7. Birds of Prey at 8, then the 2016 studio Suicide Squad. We have yet to see the air cut comes out. Hopefully it will. Number 10 is Wonder Woman 1984, which obviously has issues. And then last place is 2017's Joss Whedon Justice League.
That's pretty interesting. I think your list, it's about what I expected. I think Wonder Woman 84, you put it where you truly believe it belongs, which is a big change from what it was in last December when we first watched it. But yeah, I think it's interesting where you place those movies. But I think we're gonna have some similarities across the board. But Umar, you want to go next?
Sure. Obviously, Batman v Superman for me is number 1. Man of Steel is number 2. Number 3 is, I don't know, actually, you know what? Zack Snyder's Justice League and Man of Steel, it's always like a thing. I think actually, you know what? I'll go Zack Snyder's Justice League, then Man of Steel. Then I'll go Aquaman. I'll go Aquaman. Then I'll go Shazam. And I'm like forgetting a bunch of movies now. This is why I was telling y'all to send a list.
Dude, you got to pull up a letterbox. What are you doing?
You want me to add? I can. Let me just. You make it easier. I'll show you my list because then I have my list as a picture. So I'll go first because it'll be easier. Then you guys have. I'll show you my list afterwards. Okay. So my list, it's always changing. So there's no way to actually put a list and then tomorrow it'll change. So of course it's all arbitrary for what it is right now. But currently, this is what my list looks like. I have Man of Steel as my number 1 favorite DCEU movie. I got BVS following up. Before I had Justice League above BVS, I actually switched that. Now I'm thinking of BVS. It really is that complete kind of masterpiece. In many ways, I think this is Zack's like magnum opus, but I like Man of Steel better because I like the combination of Zack and Nolan kind of working on that. But so it's Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League. I still think 2017's Wonder Woman is the best of like what you consider the post-Snyder era, even though Justice League came out afterwards. But I think that's like the best of that group. I got Aquaman, which I think is really standard. Like it gives you a strong third act. I know we all know second act. We know it's bad. We got it. But first and third act really do carry that movie. So I keep that 5, 6. And this is where we're getting to like that nitty gritty. I put the Suicide Squad above Birds of Prey and Shazam, which might come as a surprise because yesterday I actually had below Shazam. But after thinking about it, I'm like, this is above Shazam now. So I put that above. Birds of Prey comes next. I think Birds of Prey and the Suicide Squad pair interestingly together because they're like almost not in the same universe, but they are because Harley is so different between the two. But I guess that is what it is. But I think Birds of Prey is just a little worse. But I do think if the Suicide Squad adopted Birds of Prey's mentality for how to do an R rating, it could have been even better. But I think they handled the R rating really well in Birds of Prey, but that's just me. I have Shazam next, which I think is very heartfelt. It has some like Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 vibes, but overall it's aged pretty poorly because of the production value, because of the budget. I do think Shazam will be better, but that's kind of where I stand on it. Wonder Woman 1984, I come here. I know it's fallen very, very low down the list, but I'm pretty comfortable where it is. Studio Squad is at 10. I just think it just doesn't flow well for me. And I think, like Umar said a couple of weeks ago, you put Heath Ledger in a music video style cut, it'll look pretty bad too. So there's no difference here. I just the wrong editing. So I'll put that at 10. And then finally, the original, not the original, but the Joss Whedon version of Justice League comes at 10 as still the worst movie in the DCU. It's not going to be that last spot is pretty concrete. So now, Umar, this is the list. You're looking at the 11 kind of films. Where do you put yours?
All right, so Batman v Superman 1, Zack Snyder Justice League 2, Man of Steel 3, and this is the one I was forgetting. Yes, Wonder Woman is 4. Aquaman and the Suicide Squad, honestly, like, even the Suicide Squad that we got, as bad as the whole what they did to David Ayer is, for what it is, if I just look at it for what it is, it's actually not insanely bad. Like it's bad, it's not great, but it's not insanely bad. And so this is where that list just gets really bad. And so I would still go Aquaman 1. I would probably put Suicide Squad 6. This is where I put Shazam.
Which Suicide Squad is 6?
The one that just came out.
Okay,
so
that's Suicide
Squad 6. Shazam would be 7. Birds of Prey 8. Actually, no, sorry. Wonder Woman 1984 8. Birds of Prey after that. Then the Suicide Squad and the worst movie that ever came out, Justice League. So
you say Wonder Woman 84 is better than the the 2016 Suicide Squad.
It's basically the same.
All right, but that's where you put it. All right, so I'm just making sure. All right, yeah. Samir, you're the last one, so take us home on this one. I'll show you the list one more time as my list, but where do you put your ranking?
All right, I got Man of Steel first, of course. Then I got Snyder Justice League, then BVS, then Wonder Woman, then Aquaman, and then I have the Suicide Squad over Shazam, but I have Shazam next over Birds of Prey. And then I have Wonder Woman 1984, the Suicide Squad, and Justice League.
So me and Samir, we basically have the first same 6. Like I think no, you put the Justice League over BVS though. So we have, yeah.
Well, we all have the exact same films as the first 6, but with just a different order.
Is that true? Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah. That's true. We all have the same 6, but in different order. And all of us put the Suicide Squad at 6, I think. All right, so we're all there. So and then we just kind of divided. Even the first 3 are the same. Like we all had Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League in different orders, but they were the same 3. But yeah, that's my list. I'm sure tomorrow the list is going to change again, but that's life. But I'm sure you guys have your own list. So I want you guys to go on Letterboxd or put your link if we want to read them, or just give your list in the comments straight. It'll be interesting to see and join the debate. From myself, from Zayan, from Umar, and from Samir, we're the Faruqi Bros, and we'll see you next time.